Let's get to our nation's capital, where the Department of Homeland Security is now offering $1,000 in a plane ticket to unauthorized immigrants to self-deport. The announcement comes as deportations nationwide have become stagnant during President Trump's first 100 days in office. Mass deportations were a key campaign promise that Trump said he would start as soon as he took office. However, it appears the administration did not take into account the cost of that promise. According to the Department of Homeland Security, a single deportation costs U.S. taxpayers more than $17,000. The federal agency expects self-deportations to decrease that cost by 70%, even after factoring in the $1,000 stipend. Now look, how the hell do you not take the cost into consideration? How did you not know that it cost you about $17,000 per migrant to the taxpayer in the United States of America when you talked about engaging in deportation? So if you're talking about originally, if you wanted to sit up there and say 12 million people crossed the border illegally and that a lot of them have to go, let's round that out. Let's round that out to 10 million. And let's say your goal was to deport 10 million migrants back to wherever they came from. Now, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. Because, I mean, after all, when your national deficit is $37 trillion, I mean, what's 1.7 billion? Except you made so much noise about it when it came to Doge and Elon Musk. And you were bragging about the hundreds of millions of dollars that is being saved by identifying fraud and waste. But we didn't take that into consideration. Now, you see, ladies and gentlemen, here's where it's time to get a little bit nervous. Because when you're willing to admit as a government that you didn't know about that cost, that's a bit alarming. When you take into account some of the other problems we have, like with the airlines, because you see, I fly out of Newark all the time. And I'm reading all of these stories about air traffic controllers. 20% of its workforce has departed. When you're wondering about overflowing traffic and 4-hour delays on average. And and talked about runways that are overloaded and stuff like that. It's making me a bit nervous. Because once again, even though I'm a centrist, these are the moments where I lean a little left, where government intervention is something I would prefer, as opposed to us trying to privatize everything or trying to act like we don't need government at all. We don't need to go that far because clearly we need them for some things. We may not need them to be excessive, but we don't need them to be absent and non-existent. And if you got that kind of problem, what kind of problem are we going to have with healthcare? Because it is a voucher system that's about to be in place, courtesy of Governor Abbott in Texas, likely Governor DeSantis in Florida, along with various others. We don't need the Department of Education. We need private schools. We don't need public schools. Well, hell, why not both? I'm just saying, these are the kind of things to get nervous about. There was a helicopter that collided with a plane near Reagan National in D.C. months ago that killed about a few people. I don't recall the specific number at this moment in time. I apologize for not having that story right in front of me. I'm just paying attention to these kind of things. It's making me nervous. All I'm saying is it's making me nervous. You know what? Damn the issue with Harvard when we got these kind of things to worry about. I'm not taking the side of the Trump administration specifically, even though Harvard does have a $53 billion endowment. So you're kind of wondering, why do they need government funds? But that's neither here nor there. I need to do more research about that before I take a position definitively in that regard. All I'm saying is that pales in comparison to air traffic issues. That pales in comparison to that kind of stuff. And when we get back to the migrants and folks paying folks to deport themselves Well, if it's $17,000 per person, how the hell did you come up with $1,000 as a stipend? Couldn't you have come up with 5 to 10? How many people are going to turn themselves in for $1,000 and a free airline ticket? And then he had the audacity to say, and they're going to be a beautiful flight home. Well, how's it beautiful? First of all, you're going back to a place you don't want to go back to, and how the hell are you speaking for the airlines now? When's the last time you've been on one of these airlines to tell whether or not they're beautiful? I'm just asking. These are logical questions. It's going to be a beautiful flight home. And $1,000. Really? Really? Come on, y'all. Something to be alarmed about. That's all I'm saying. Hell, I'm scared to fly home. I'm thinking about driving from California. Kind of shit I've been reading. I might drive home. It's 3 days. It's a 3-day trip. I might do it. Rather than getting a damn plane to what the kind of damn reports I've been reading. Just a thought. I'm just saying.